In Japan, there are taxis with over 500,000 miles on the original engine. No rebuilds, no major repairs. Same engine that rolled off the factory floor, still running perfectly. And when you ask the drivers, they don't talk about special additives or miracle products. They talk about oil, specifically how they change their oil. Because in Japan, an oil change isn't just maintenance, it's a ritual, a precise, methodical process that's completely different from what most American drivers do. And that difference is exactly what separates a 500,000-mile engine from one that dies at 120,000. I've been studying Japanese car maintenance culture for years. I've talked to mechanics who trained in Japan. I've applied these principles to the Mazdas I work on, and the results are undeniable. Mazdas maintained the Japanese way, last dramatically longer than those maintained the American way. Same car, same engine, completely different outcomes. Today, I'm revealing the Japanese oil change secrets that make Mazda engines last 500,000 miles. This isn't just change your oil more often. This is the specific philosophy, the precise techniques, and the critical details that Japanese mechanics have been using for decades to keep engines alive far beyond what most people think is possible. By the end of this video, you'll never look at an oil change the same way again. Let's get into it. The Japanese philosophy: oil changes are engine inspections. Here's the first and most important secret. In Japan, an oil change is never just an oil change. It's an engine inspection disguised as routine maintenance. American oil changes take 15 minutes. You pull in, they drain the oil, fill it back up, and you're gone. Nobody looks at anything. Nobody inspects anything. Japanese oil changes take 30 to 45 minutes. Here's what they do during that extra time. They inspect the old oil before draining it. Dark brown, normal oxidation, fine. Milky or foamy, coolant is mixing with the oil. Head gasket problem. Strong fuel smell, fuel dilution from short trips, metallic glitter when held up to light, metal particles from wear, serious issue. This inspection takes 60 seconds and can reveal problems that would otherwise cost thousands to diagnose. They check every fluid while the hood is open: coolant level and condition, brake fluid level and color, washer fluid. They inspect every belt and hose visually, looking for cracks, fraying, soft spots, or leaks. They listen to the engine after filling with fresh oil. Any new noises, any unusual sounds that weren't there before. They check underneath the car. Any new fluid spots, any leaks around the oil pan or filter. This approach transforms a routine oil change into a comprehensive health check. You're not just maintaining the car, you're monitoring it. And that's the difference between catching a $50 problem early and discovering a $5,000 problem too late. The Japanese interval secret. Here's something that will challenge everything you've been told about modern oil change intervals. In Japan, most car owners change their oil every 3,000 to 5,000 kilometers. That's 1,800 to 3,000 miles. Incredibly frequent by American standards. Here's how Japanese mechanics think about it. The cost of an oil change is approximately $40 to $60. The cost of an engine rebuild is $4,000 to $8,000. Changing oil twice as often costs an extra $240 per year. That $240 buys you insurance against a $6,000 repair. And here's the deeper reasoning. Fresh oil doesn't just lubricate better, it cleans better. Motor oil contains detergent additives that suspend contaminants and prevent sludge. But those additives deplete over time. By 3,000 to 4,000 miles, the detergent additives are significantly weakened. By 7,500 miles, they're largely exhausted. Changing oil early ensures the detergents are always active, always cleaning your engine. For American Mazda owners, I recommend a minimum of 5,000 miles. If you do short trips, extreme temperatures, or heavy city driving, push it closer to 3,000 to 4,000 miles. Your engine will thank you at 300,000 miles. Before we continue, if you want the complete Japanese-inspired maintenance schedule specifically designed to take your Mazda to 500,000 miles, click the link in the description to download your 500,000-mile car maintenance blueprint. It covers every interval, every fluid specification, and the complete Japanese approach to Mazda maintenance. Let's keep going. The warm-up secret that changes everything. Here's a technique Japanese mechanics use that almost no American driver knows about. Before every oil change, they drive the car for exactly 5 minutes. Not 2 minutes, not 15 minutes, 5 minutes of gentle driving. Why? Because warm oil drains completely. Cold oil doesn't. When oil is cold, it's thick and viscous. Significant amounts cling to the oil pan walls and hide in various passages. That contaminated oil stays behind and mixes with your fresh oil. But when the oil is warm, it flows freely and drains completely. You remove 95% of the old oil instead of 75%. Your fresh oil stays cleaner longer because it's not immediately contaminated by leftover degraded oil. Here's the exact procedure. Drive gently for 5 minutes to warm the oil. Wait 10 minutes after stopping before draining. The oil is warm, but not dangerously hot. Drain for a full 10 minutes. Don't rush it. Let gravity do the work completely. This procedure is one of the most impactful changes you can make to your oil change process, yet almost nobody in America does it. The drain plug washer rule. Here's a detail so small it seems insignificant, but Japanese mechanics treat it as absolutely non-negotiable. The drain plug crush washer must be replaced every single time. Not every other time, not when it looks worn, every single time. The crush washer is a soft metal ring that sits between the drain plug and the oil pan. When you tighten the drain plug, the washer crushes slightly to create a perfect seal. Once it's been crushed, it can't seal perfectly again. Reusing a crush washer leads to a slow oil leak. That leak drips a few drops every day. Over months and years, your oil level gradually drops between changes without you knowing. A new drain plug washer costs 50 cents. Buy a pack of 10 for $5 and keep them in your glove box. Replace one every oil change. Never skip it. If you're enjoying this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. This helps me bring you more honest car advice for my Mazda guys. The Japanese filter philosophy. In Japan, the oil filter is treated as a precision component, not a commodity. American mechanics often grab whatever filter is on sale or use whatever the quick lube shop stocks. Japanese mechanics choose their filter deliberately and never compromise on quality. Here's why the filter matters so much. Your oil filter is the last line of defense between metal particles and your engine's critical surfaces. A quality filter catches particles as small as 10 to 15 microns, smaller than a human hair. A cheap filter might only catch particles above 40 microns. Those smaller particles circulate through your engine, causing microscopic wear on cylinder walls, bearings, and cam lobes. Over 500,000 miles, that microscopic wear adds up. For Mazdas, use OEM Mazda filters, Mobil 1 Extended Performance, Fram Ultra Synthetic, or Bosch Premium. The installation ritual. Apply a thin film of fresh oil to the rubber gasket before installation. Hand tighten only. Gasket contact plus 3/4 turn. Never use a wrench. Never over tighten. Check for leaks after the first startup. This careful installation ensures a perfect seal and makes the filter easy to remove at the next change. The post-change procedure nobody talks about. Here's the Japanese secret that makes the biggest difference that almost no American knows. What you do in the first 20 minutes after an oil change determines how well that fresh oil protects your engine. Most people finish the oil change, start the engine, check for leaks, and drive off normally. Japanese mechanics follow a specific post-change protocol. Step 1. Initial startup check. Start the engine. Do not rev it. Let it idle at natural RPM. Watch the oil pressure warning light. It should extinguish within 3 to 5 seconds. Listen carefully. Any unusual ticking or knocking means something isn't right. Step 2. The settle check. After 2 minutes of idling, shut the engine off. Wait 3 minutes for the oil to drain back to the pan. Now check the dipstick for an accurate level reading. Many people check the level immediately after shutdown before the oil has drained back. The reading is inaccurate. Always wait 3 minutes. Step 3. The gentle break-in drive. After confirming the level is correct and there are no leaks, drive gently for the first 20 minutes. No hard acceleration, no high RPMs. Keep it under 3,000 revolutions per minute. Fresh oil needs time to fully circulate through every passage and coat every surface. Variable valve timing actuators, timing chain tensioners, camshaft bearings, they all need a few minutes of gentle circulation to be properly coated. If you drive hard immediately after an oil change, some areas might be working hard before they're fully lubricated. Japanese taxi drivers with 500,000-mile engines follow this protocol every single oil change, without exception. The documentation system. In Japan, there's a cultural emphasis on record-keeping called karoku. Every single oil change is recorded in a physical logbook that stays with the car. Date, mileage, oil brand and viscosity, filter brand, drain plug washer replaced, any observations from the inspection. This documentation system does something powerful. It forces mindfulness. When you write down what you're doing, and when you're doing it, you pay more attention. You notice if the oil looked unusual. You notice if the engine sounded different. Over 100,000 miles of documented oil changes, you have a complete health history of your engine. That history reveals trends. Is oil consumption increasing? Is the old oil darker than usual? Are wear metals increasing in oil analysis reports? These trends tell you what's happening inside your engine before it becomes a problem. Keep a small notebook in your glove box. Take 60 seconds to record each service. One of the simplest, highest value habits you can adopt for your Mazda. The annual oil analysis ritual. Here's the most advanced Japanese maintenance secret: annual oil analysis. Once a year, Japanese mechanics who maintain high-mileage vehicles send an oil sample to a laboratory for analysis. In America, you can do this through Blackstone Labs for about $30. Here's what oil analysis tells you. Wear metals: iron, aluminum, copper. These indicate how much your engine is wearing internally. Normal levels: iron under 20 parts per million, aluminum under 10 parts per million, copper under 15 parts per million. High levels mean accelerated wear. Something is wrong. Fuel dilution under 2% is normal. Above 3% means too many short trips. Silicon indicates dirt entering the engine. Levels above 15 parts per million suggest a compromised air filter. TBN, total base number, measures remaining protective additive life. Fresh oil starts around 10. Below 3 means the oil is exhausted. If your TBN at 5,000 miles is already below 4, you need to change more frequently. Oil analysis removes all guesswork from your maintenance decisions. Instead of following generic intervals, you have hard data telling you exactly what your specific engine needs. That data-driven approach is a major reason Japanese taxi engines last so long. The complete Japanese oil change protocol. Let me put it all together. Before the oil change, drive gently for 5 minutes to warm the oil. Wait 10 minutes before draining. Oil is warm but not dangerously hot. During the oil change, inspect the old oil before draining. Drain for a full 10 minutes. Don't rush. Replace the drain plug crush washer every time. Install a quality filter with oil on the gasket. Hand tighten only. Refill with the correct oil to the correct level. After the oil change, idle for 2 minutes. Watch oil pressure light. Listen for noises. Shut off. Wait 3 minutes. Check dipstick accurately. Check for leaks under the car. Drive gently for 20 minutes. Keep under 3,000 revolutions per minute. Document everything in your logbook. Ongoing. Change every 5,000 miles maximum. Every 3,000 to 4,000 miles for short trips or harsh driving. Send an oil sample to Blackstone Labs once a year. Adjust intervals based on analysis data. Follow this protocol, and you're maintaining your Mazda the way Japanese taxi drivers maintain their 500,000-mile engines. Not because it's complicated, because it's disciplined, methodical, and never cuts corners. And if you want the complete Japanese maintenance protocol for every system in your Mazda, grab your 500,000-mile car maintenance blueprint from the link in the description. It covers transmission fluid, coolant, brakes, and every other service using these same Japanese principles. Download it now. The bottom line: Japanese taxis with 500,000 miles aren't accidents. They're the result of a disciplined, methodical maintenance philosophy applied consistently over decades. Treat every oil change as an engine inspection. Change the oil at 5,000 miles or less. Never stretch it. Warm the oil before draining. Drain completely. Replace the crush washer every time. Use quality filters. Install them correctly. Follow the post-change protocol. Idle, check, gentle drive. Document everything. Do annual oil analysis to optimize your intervals with real data. These aren't complicated steps. They're just disciplined ones. And discipline, applied consistently over hundreds of thousands of miles, is exactly what separates a 500,000-mile engine from one that dies before its time. Your Mazda is built to last that long. Now, you know how to maintain it like one. If you found these tips helpful, be sure to watch this next video as we're sharing insider tips to help you cut repair costs and keep your car running like new.